Hey everyone. Hi Virgo. Virgo. That's all I kept saying when I was shuffling for you. Virgo, Virgo. Which if you used an accent, I suppose you would be, you're a virgin, right? So what happens when you're not a virgin anymore? What do you become? I never thought about that. You're the only sign where you don't stay that thing if you become that thing. Something to think about. Okay. This is mid-July. Let me tune in for a second. How do we move? The first question is, how do we move forward and who it is that we are without hurting anyone's feelings? Well, you don't, and you can't. But there's no need to be concerned about that, okay? That's not your job. You actually, it's not your job, okay? I see that there's something that you're running out of, and there's something you have too much of. Whatever you have too much of is the more negative, if you will. It's the thing that takes up a lot of your time, okay? A lot of your consideration during the day. I heard I'm gonna swear, okay? It said I heard it was like you inside of your own, you standing there, and then like I could feel you like looking up and having a conversation like with your actual meat of your brain, and you're like, would you shut the fuck up already? But that's the thing, is there's laughter at the end of it. It's not like a utter turmoil where you're like, oh God, would you just stop? You know, it's not dramatic. It's, I mean, it could be. If you want it to be that way, Virgo. I'd prefer if you didn't. I know that you would prefer if you didn't. If it didn't go that way. Okay, it's Cancer season. It's very emotional. You have, out of, there's 6 cards on the table. 3 of them are major arcana. We have the Magician, the Chariot, and this beautiful Judgment card. These cards are stunning. I actually really enjoy watercolor. Do you paint? It's fun. Now, I see that your heart is real serious, okay? Really serious. Very, very, very serious. The undercurrent of your heart, like if your heart had 3 layers, and like what it is that touches the ground that like moves along, right? And when I saw that, I actually saw like a centipede. Like there's so much action going on and how you're moving forward. But if you've ever seen a centipede move, they actually move really slowly, but their legs are going really fast, kind of like speed walking, right? Have you ever seen anybody do that? It's pretty funny. Like, let me see if I can do it. You guys need a little humor. So with speed walking, those of you who don't know, you still walk normally, right? You're like, yeah, I'm walking, but you You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So I'm telling you, I keep laughing. So there's such a need for humor, okay? I hope that you're feeling like this isn't just, oh me, oh my, I wish that this would happen, you know, something like that. You know, what can I see that's kind of, I mean, of course, you're always serious, right? So serious. But why? ¿Por qué? Trying to figure out what's in your head. Well, you're thinking about combining forces in some way. Some of you are thinking about money, of course. Like how much you can produce, like, well, money, let's take that back. I mean, of course, it could be for some of you, but in the general sense, it's where money equals value, money equals time, right? I see that you value your own time. And I see just a second, please. You still haven't figured out complete, like, self-value. I also see you kind of stashing money in a way. Like you're putting money somewhere and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have anything. Something like that. But that also could be the way, again, your self-worth. When someone's just like, oh, you're really good at that. And you're like, yeah, kinda. Because in a way, you know you have to be humble. Or when you're a Scorpio next time, you're going to get punished real hardcore. I have a theory that a lot of Virgos are going to turn into Scorpios next time. If there is a next time. I think there's got to be a next time, right? Could there not be a next time? If all the humans were annihilated tomorrow for whatever reason, like everyone in the condos got like, you know, New York subways got like euthanized, right? Or gassed or whatever you want to call it. Everyone in Walmart, they just lock the doors and never let you out. I mean, that's what they're for anyway. They're going to be prisons, right? Anybody who's on top of even a slight train, like, understands that that's real. But that's another topic. We're talking about if all the humans disappeared tomorrow, all of them, even the half human, half demon, or whatever the fuck they are, the jinn human people, what would happen? Would we have more reincarnations or not? And if we did, how many would come back? And if we did come back, why would that be? I see that you're stubborn in your mind, okay? This is why I was presenting you with a lot of these questions. So maybe that's what you can do also when you start to feel a little bit looping around in your mind or starting to feel kind of stubborn, right? Just not trying to, you know, I'm going my way, the way I want to go. This is how I succeed. right? But we have to play with other people. It isn't all about you, right? If you want to play with other people. Or you can be lonely your whole life, but if you're going to be lonely, then accept the role of the hermit and don't complain. That's what I heard. Because really, some of the hermit interpretations is, and I knew it too even before I saw this, but like, which is cool that I can see these kinds of things. I think it's fascinating. Finally makes me realize that I love myself too, you know. But there's an interpretation of the Hermit card that actually has a scythe, like the Death's wheat cutter, you know? Because what the Hermit is choosing. It consciously, and I heard constantly, interesting, consciously chooses to take up that situation, okay? So it may change. And I see the reason why the majority of you do it is because you want to be able to trust and love again, right? You know what I mean? Let's see. You have the Eight of Swords on one path. You can walk down, and you're actually facing it in the spread. Okay. Or you can walk down the path of the Magician. Which one do you want? Now, what's interesting about that is your head and your heart are actually pulling you in one direction right now. Straight. Forward, if you will. Okay? Both of them are like, I am going forward, head and heart. Triangulating, right? But forward focus. So in a way, I see that, why are you trying to take her right or a left is one of the questions too. Why are you trying to get off the road that you're on right now? You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to take a right or a left. I see actually, if you get off the road at all right now, because sometimes the Magician is just a trickster to be like, hey, you want to come over here? I got a little something for you. And what could that possibly be? But I don't know, your good old-fashioned mind tricks you play on yourself. Make you feel like you deserve to have a bunch of pain and like, oh my God, I can't be happy with... If I start feeling happy with who I am, my God, I better get out of here. I better get out of that feeling real fast, right? Because it's confusing and I don't know what to do. But you don't have to feel like that. You just need to keep moving forward, okay, during this mid-month time. I also see that on that lunar eclipse, you should it's a full moon, okay? You should ask to be cleared out of some emotional stuff that you know, some things you've been thinking about, you know, for the last like 8 months. Last August, right? The eclipse in August probably had something to do with this also, right? This lady's face is too funny. Can you see her? beautiful. I love the drawings. Those watercolors are gorgeous. I know sometimes when you're moving forward, especially when you're heart centered and you're moving forward, you're like, man, I need to get back in my head. I don't like being in my heart down here. This is weird. Makes me feel I'm way too much in my body, right? I better stop. I better slow down. Again, am I going the right way? All these questions start coming because you're in, Nine of Swords now, right? Like, they start coming to all the times that people have hurt you, all the things that you've been through. But what needs to happen if and when that comes about in that way, and I sense because I said it will, like, not that I'm projecting that energy onto you. I want you to know that you have free will, okay? This is just what the cards are telling me, okay? But that when those kinds of situations come up, when you feel confused when you're in your heart space, is because you still have pain in there that you it's like you almost wear your pain as a badge, okay? And that would be cool if you did it like this way. For those of you who are blind, this is the Strength card. But I feel like you do it like this way. You know, where you're on fight or flight, right? Because it's trauma. But you'll solve it. Just keep moving forward. It's okay to move through the feeling, because guess what? Scorpio knows that. Okay? That's fine. It's okay. Look, this is the Five of Cups. Cinque di Coppe. Coppe di Cinque. In this deck. Okay? Looks pretty happy to me, actually. Look at that grin. He's drunk as a skunk. You got two different shoes. Like, he's buzzed, right? But he's not sad. He's like, hey, that happened? Well, that's all right, because I'm still alive, you know? Wow, wow. Or we can't even get into that. Anyway, if you go too much in your head, you're going to get called out by you, by others, by God. If you fall for some magic trick, like, I heard a sexual magic trick. But if you're pulled in by, like, your root chakra kind of situation, then you'll get judged for that too. This is Justice. And then some stuff will come down that it's pretty serious. You shouldn't, you know, be aware. I say move forward. You'll be less confused. Well, whenever you want to be, you know. But technically, I would say the pain that you've been working on in your heart, particularly about your mother, about your childhood, this is Cancer season, this is Cancer's card, it's in your heart section. All that kind of jazz that's emotional, mental, kind of. And I'm not saying everybody's mom is a bad mama when I say that things about the mother, okay? It can also be the mother of your children. Take it as you like, you know? But by Scorpio season, it'll be better, okay? It's like you're going to make a truce with yourself. Just be like, you shut the fuck up already? Alright, I love you so much. Happy early birthday. Prepare yourself.